Single fellas. Sorry, ladies. Three people.
Ramon Garcia and I go way back. We started out doing comedy at the Miami Improv.
Like, where you going? Out. I'm 30 years old, Mom. You cool later?
I don't have to worry that I have to work so hard when I get up there. I think the people deserve an entire show from beginning to end. So when he's on, I'm in here chilling, eating on the phone, I'm watching TV because I know he's gonna handle his portion of the show. I don't have to go up there and go, fuck, I gotta clean up this whole mess from the last 30, 40 minutes, you know what I mean? So I just let him do his thing and I sit back here and chill.
He brings me on tour with him. Right now, we're sitting at the Palm Beach Improv. I'm opening for him and Charlie Murphy. He's been nothing but amazing.
Oh shit, it's the clock, slow down.
And he was just like, man, just like go up there and like don't care. So I was just like, what? He was like, man, just just feel it, just have fun.
I know I look like I'm equipped to work outside. E-S-T-U-D-I. Escudi! I just apologize to the ladies up front because they're always expecting. And I'm like, hi! I tried, man, I tried. I can dance it, I can bring it.
Have you ever seen someone on television, a commercial, a stand-up comedy show, and thought to yourself, wow, that person is funny. Who is that? Well, I have that funny person here today, actor, comedian Ramon Garcia. Come join me. Hi everyone, I'm Amarie Lee. Ramon Garcia got his start at the Miami Improv, fresh out the Navy. Since then, he has guest spots in networks like Telemundo, Lifetime, numerous commercials, and hundreds of appearances in some of the biggest comedy clubs across the United States. I'm with him right now in one of his favorite venues, the world famous Palm Beach Improv. So Ramon, how did you first get into comedy?
Comedy, right out of the military, I kind of knew I needed to try it. And the very first time I tried it at the Miami Improv, that night I didn't sleep.
Were you funny when you were working, like when you were at the military? Were you like the funny guy?
Well, about a year left of my contract, I got on unemployment.
Oh, yeah.
I got out and I said, let me try it. And since that first night, I literally didn't sleep one wink.
Wow. Did you have anybody go over there? Like, did you have any family or friends just by yourself?
Just by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next night I went to Boca Raton and I bombed. And that night I slept really well. But I knew in those 24 hours I went with a roller coaster of the highs and lows. And since then I've thought of nothing else.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
That's great. And where's your mother and father? What's your background?
Well, my mom's Mexican. My dad's Puerto Rican. So I have that dynamic going.
Are you from Miami or?
No, I mean, I'm from West Palm, but I would like to say that on stage, that's where I was born, I would say.
Yeah.
And because if you can perform in Miami, you can perform anywhere.
So what is your favorite thing about being a comedian? Like,
I guess just the reactions. I mean, like everybody else, the attention is always good, but I think the reactions, especially when you work at something and finally works out, just that satisfaction of, wow, like this is coming from here, and they got it, they understood it, and they appreciate it.
So the realness that comes with it, like being understood by people, more or less?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
like something you just can't buy that anywhere.
Yeah, that's what's up. I guess when you get money, your feet can stink. Like, fuck it, bitch, you ain't going nowhere. They stink, but I'm paying for everything, so. Like, okay.
Where that's something that, as a performer, you experience it, and nobody else can take it from you, and that's your gift.
Yeah, like the authenticity behind it.
Exactly.
And then, what was like your best, like hands down, your best moment on stage?
I mean, I have to go back to that first time on stage. That just getting on stage was like such a mountain for me, because people who know me now see me now and they're like, wow, you were doing comedy, like you were the quietest person we knew. So just to get on stage in front of people was my best moment so far.
Okay, but like, what was your weirdest moment? Like, that you were like, oh, what's going on? This is not so much as bombing, but like the weirdest moment you could recall.
Well, there was one moment. I was hosting for Ralphie May, and it was totally my fault. I was standing in the wrong spot. They're doing the music, doom, doom, doom. Welcome to the Improv. We're gonna do this. And
this was at West Palm, or
this was West Palm Beach Improv.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, I just feel like this thump on my back. And I'm like, oh my God, and I hear all these crashes, and I look back, and there's like whipped cream and all kinds of coffee drinks all over my shirt. And I run into the green room, and I plead with Ralphie, like, give me one of your shirts, because he's selling shirts after the show. I'm like, give me one of your shirts. He's like, no, get on stage now. He was loving the moment, because all I had was a wife beater. So I jump on the stage at Palm Beach Improv with a wife beater, just looking scared, like, what's up? Yeah.
Did you address that moment? Did you?
I had to. There was no way. I mean,
Oh
they're
my
right off the
God.
bat. They were just like going with it, and the feature act actually brought my shirt that had all the whipped cream on it. I mean, then Ralphie took it to another level. Like you just hear him in the background, like just cracking up.
You didn't want to let go of that merch.
No, that's
He
the
was like-
perks of being a headliner. That's the perk. No, it's the perks of being a headliner.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're gonna pay your dues. You know.
Where do you see yourself? Where do you, Ramon Garcia, see yourself 10 years from now?
Definitely has to be television and on the road,
Yeah.
back and forth. I've seen great headliners ahead of me that have done their things, and comedians. Just that's like the path that I see myself doing. I definitely want to do film, but I love the live aspect of stand-up.
My next question is, where do you get your material? Like, as far as your inspiration, how do you go about that? What's the process of getting into it? Do you have a certain moment where this hour I'm gonna write, or do you see your inspiration through everyday processes of everyday life?
You know, pain and stuff and that you need to get out as an artist. You know, that's the stuff that you need to talk about. That's the stuff that you're passionate about. So that's what I'm going with now, and what's really inside.
What really matters.
Exactly.
And so what would you tell any young comics out there as far as like the process of the beginning? What would be your best advice for them?
Be helpful. Don't just be there because you want to be on stage. Be there because you absolutely love the process of all of this. If they need a door guy, be that guy. If you need somebody to help seat somebody, be there. Always just be there, because somebody's going to fall out. Somebody's going to miss their flight. Somebody's going to be stuck in traffic. And when that happens, you're there.
All right, so we had a show in Miami Improv, the old Miami Improv in Coconut Grove, which is heard around the world as one of the craziest clubs in the country. So Ramon was featuring. He was the second guy on stage. The headliner didn't do so great, got off stage, I would say maybe 30 minutes early, so it left the staff, the management, servers, everybody in a rut because no checks were dropped, and that's a big problem. We have a busy showroom and not have any checks out. So Ramon's at the bar, and we're like, Ramon, we need you to save the day. I need you to get back on stage, do a little bit more time, give us time to drop checks. And told him, the stage is yours, do whatever you gotta do. Gets back on stage to a pretty hectic and crazy showroom. Gets on stage and just, in Ramon fashion, did a whole 180. The whole atmosphere changed. Everybody was having a good time, great. We're able to drop all the checks, get all the money from everybody, and Ramon was the savior of the day. And I've never seen anything like that anywhere. No club, never even heard of anything like that. And Ramon did it.
Ramon's work on stage and on camera is funny, diverse, and engaging. With fellow comedians Orlando Leyva and Neri Sons, they formed the Brown Rice Comedy Tour in hopes of spreading laughter and helping local charities along the way. Don't be surprised if they even serve up some brown rice. The trio's slogan is, like brown rice, our comedy is good for you. What was your inspiration behind that? How did you guys
loves
get
brown
together?
rice. He loves brown rice. He was looking at a box of brown rice, eating it. He's like, I gotta do something with this. This is hilarious. Look at this box. We gotta do something with it.
I put together a show and a way of, okay, let's showcase this group of comics that we're always sprinkled everywhere else. Like Ramon will get this gig up in West Palm, I'll get the one in Fort Lauderdale, Neri will get Miami, but it was never this one thing where, okay, let's put all these guys together. And we did a couple of shows like that. They worked, and instant family, just It was like it was plug and play once we started promoting it and whatnot.
There's a lot of people that like brown rice.
Whether it's in theaters or on stage, Ramon is somebody you definitely do not want to miss. So go ahead and send him an email if you're interested in the Brown Rice Comedy Tour, or perhaps you want to see him perform in a city near you. I'm sure he will get back to you. My name is Amarie Lee. Till next time, take care, have a great night, and have lots of laughs.
You know what I like about Ramon Garcia? His name. Ramon Garcia. That's a guy you could rob a bank with. That's a name that'll strike fear in other comedians. And he's fucking funny. So, are we allowed to curse in this video? Because that's what I do. And Ramon, he doesn't need to curse to be funny. He's just hilarious. And he's a handsome man. Wait, what?